Hello, and welcome once again to Beetle University. I am Professor Moptop, and what we do here from week to week at Beetle U is to talk about my favorite thing in the whole world to talk about, that being the Beatles.
It's been done.
Since it's George Harrison's birthday season, this week we're going to talk about George and another one of my favorite things in the world to talk about, that being Bob Dylan.
I'm looking for a place that's going to collect my commission, sell my dog, burn my bird, and sell me to the cigarette.
Starting in August of '64, the two rock stars met in New York and instantly hit it off, beginning a friendship that would last through several decades. After a couple of other encounters throughout the 60s, the two international superstars got together on Thanksgiving Day in 1968 in Woodstock, New York, where Dylan was living at the time. Right near that in West Saugerties was where the Hawks had a big pink house that they would record at. It was also around this time that the band The Hawks became the band, not just any band, the band. While visiting, George opened up to Bob about how frustrated he was with the fact that he had written what he thought were great songs, and the other songwriting Beatles quickly dismissed them. While discussing the tense situation surrounding the White Album, George gave Bob an enthusiastic boost in his self-esteem by telling him how great his new songs were, every bit as good as the others. He told him he should push just a little harder. Together during this time, Dylan and Harrison worked on I'd Have You Anytime.
Let me see you, let me know you, let me roll into you.
I'd Have You Anytime would wind up as the first track on George's debut All Things Must Pass album, credited to Harrison Dylan. When the Get Back sessions got underway in January of '69, George had an optimistic view on the new year, a refreshed attitude that disappeared abruptly as his songs were again dismissed by Paul and completely ignored by John. He was especially annoyed with their lack of interest in I'd Have You Anytime. In 1970, during the recording sessions for the Bob Dylan album New Morning, George attended a session where he just jammed with the band. Not the band, who used to be the Hawks, but Bob Dylan's band. They played a few oldies.
Dream, 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 whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream.
They played a Dylan song or two.
But I would not feel so all alone. Everybody must get stoned.
They played a Beatles song.
Yesterday, love was such an easy game to play.
And they played around with a collaboration called Working on a Guru.
Sure don't feel like grooving, working on a guru, working on a guru, working on a guru before the sun goes down.
This wouldn't be the last time that the two would cross paths, though. And the next time we meet, we'll talk a bit more about George Harrison and his friend Bob Dylan as we continue to celebrate the wonderful life of Beatle George Harrison.
Wow, what a nice fella.
Until then, class dismissed. I am Professor Moptop.
1, 2, 3, 4.
A Moptop production.
Very good.